I never imagined that something as simple as installing a VAR, vehicle activity recorder, in my wife's car would completely upend my life. My wife Lauren and I had been married for 8 years. On the surface, everything looked perfect. A happy marriage, 2 kids, and a home that friends admired. I trusted her completely, or so I thought. It all began when I noticed small inconsistencies. Lauren had been acting differently for months. She often went out without giving clear explanations. Her phone was always on silent, and she occasionally seemed anxious when I asked simple questions about her day. At first, I dismissed it as stress from work and family obligations, but a nagging feeling kept growing inside me. My instincts told me that something wasn't right. One evening, after yet another unexplained night out, I decided to take matters into my own hands. I installed a VAR in her car, not out of malice, but out of a desperate need to understand the truth. I wanted to know where she went and what she was doing while I wasn't around. The first few days of monitoring showed nothing unusual: grocery stores, school drop-offs, work meetings. But then, one evening, the VAR revealed an unexpected detour. Her car had been parked for hours in a part of town that made no sense given her usual routine. Curious and increasingly suspicious, I dug deeper. What I discovered next shocked me to my core. Lauren had been meeting someone regularly at this location, someone she hadn't mentioned. Text messages, phone calls, and recorded activity from the VAR painted a picture I wasn't prepared for. She was hiding a secret, one that went far beyond what I had imagined. I confronted her carefully, not out of rage, but seeking clarity. At first, she tried to dismiss it, claiming it was nothing important, just a friend she had been helping with personal matters. But the evidence was undeniable. The VAR data, combined with her secret communications, proved that she had been keeping something significant from me. The revelation didn't stop there. A few days later, her mother unexpectedly showed up at our house. She looked tense, almost frightened, and asked to speak privately. I felt a sinking feeling in my chest, sensing that more secrets were about to surface. Her mom revealed a bombshell I could never have anticipated. Lauren had been hiding family-related financial troubles and personal decisions from me for years, matters that could have had serious consequences for our household. Apparently, she had been under pressure from her own family, and she had kept me in the dark to protect me, or so her mother claimed. The combination of the VAR evidence and her mom's revelation left me reeling. I felt a mixture of betrayal, shock, and confusion. On one hand, Lauren had kept critical secrets and misled me. On the other, there were complex family pressures and dynamics at play that I hadn't understood. I realized that I needed to act with both caution and strategy. I gathered all the VAR data, documented every piece of evidence, and began planning a conversation with Lauren that would leave no room for denial. This wasn't about revenge. It was about accountability, clarity, and understanding the full scope of her secrecy. When I finally confronted her, the conversation was intense. We went through the VAR data, discussed her secret activities and her mother's revelations. Lauren broke down, explaining her reasons for hiding things, the pressures she had faced, and the fear of judgment or conflict. It was a mix of confession, guilt, and emotional vulnerability that neither of us had anticipated. The aftermath was complicated. Trust had been fractured, and rebuilding it would take effort, patience, and time. We began couples counseling to navigate the tangled emotions and to rebuild honesty and transparency in our marriage. I focused on understanding the motivations behind her actions, while ensuring that boundaries and accountability were clear. Over the following months, Lauren and I worked to rebuild our relationship layer by layer. The VAR had revealed the secret, and her mother's bombshell had given context. But the real work was learning to communicate, share responsibilities, and face challenges as a unified team. Looking back, I realized some valuable lessons. Technology can uncover truths we might otherwise miss, but human relationships are complex. Secrets may hide for years, but they always affect trust and intimacy. Confrontation, patience, and understanding are essential in navigating betrayal or hidden truths. Installing the VAR changed everything. It revealed her secret, exposed hidden pressures, and forced us to confront difficult truths. But it also gave us the opportunity to rebuild, to face reality honestly, and to work toward a stronger, more transparent marriage.